So this is a video for how to make amendments during these school closures. What you're going to want to do is start by going to eSped. You're going to click on special education and art forms like you normally would. You're going to look up your student who you are making the amendment for. Um, I'm going to use one of these fake students here. Make sure that you are using the active record rather than the draft. So if you have both open, don't choose draft. Make sure you choose active. We're going to go with this student. I'm writing this student's IEP. Right here, the screen that you're going to go to is not the same for everyone. For me, it's page 67, but the easiest way to figure it out is you'll go to where it says supplements in a lighter color. From there, you'll look for IEP amendment. So we go to the amendment page, and from here, you're going to just go through and start filling these in. This is an amendment to the IEP developed on. That's when you're looking at the ARD date, which isn't here. So whatever date this last ARD was is going to go here. We'll just say it was earlier this month. Implementation date. This is when we are starting the distance learning, which is March 23rd. This is where you're going to include your name. You developed this, or you contacted the parents. You are the case manager or whatever your role is. Here's where you specify how you spoke to the parent. So I spoke to most of my parents by phone. The ones I couldn't get a hold of was by letter or email. You'll click the date that you spoke to the parent, whatever date that may be. You're going to check these boxes that state that the parent agreed or disagreed. They should be in agreement. If not, you should contact your coordinator or your facilitator. So this one's going to be a little different. For most people, it's going to be special education services, and these are for all the kids that you service, resource, co-teach, whichever capacity. However, if you are PASS, it would be other instructional services or related services. One of these, please make sure you're doing the right one before you go through this. For most of us, it's going to be this part right here, special education services. If you click this arrow, it'll take you to the schedule services page. From the schedule services page, this is going to look different. I chose this fake student who gets PPCD, but everybody else, depending what grade level you're doing, it'll say ELA, so many minutes, one period a day, blah, blah, blah. So every single, like for middle school, we have kids who they also have electives, or they might have some co-teach classes and some gen ed classes. So what you're going to do is you're only going to clone the classes that are SPED related, where they receive special services. You'll hit clone. And then here, your start date is going to be this March 23rd for when we start distance learning. The end date is going to be that proposed end date, which is April the 10th, when we should be returning to school. And then right here, descriptor of course curriculum area. You're going to click that little comment area. And I went ahead and made a Word document where I can copy and paste what we're supposed to put here. Now you will need to tweak some of them, but this is going to make it less tedious, so you're not typing this out every single time. So just reread it, make sure it's okay. Hit save. Now you can hit save again. I do that just in case, and hit return to go back to the amendments page. So that went ahead and changed the schedule of services for you so that they are in compliance with what your amendment, it's what you're changing. So then we go back to Word. So description of the action proposed or refused. In that box, I went ahead, this is where I did that little blurb so I can copy and paste. The next part, description of other options considered. And all of these copy and paste is coming from the image of amendment, little helpful hints that they sent us, why options were rejected. Copy and paste this part. And then the next thing you're looking for is other factors relevant. You're going to click this little blank page. that's where you will add this. And this is a part that you will need to go in and change. So student schedule of services developed on, and that's where you put the date of the previous ARD, which because this is a fake student, it doesn't include it here, but it should be in this area right here. You'll add that date here. Will be in effect until students return to campus, blah, blah, blah. Save that, and then we'll go down to deliberations. So this is going to look different also for every student, but I did add this little part where you can just, I just copied and pasted, and you can go look at it, make sure if you spoke to the parent by phone, if you spoke to the parent by email, include that here. But this is just basically what the conversation went like for you and the parent. Hit save. We'll go on down here. A copy will be provided to, you'll put the parent guardian of student, first and last name will go there, or the parent of student on, and that's the date that you spoke, or that's the date that it starts, which is the 23rd. And then down here, you will add your name. Your position, I'm the case manager. The date, which is whatever date that the amendment would begin, I believe. And then you'll click here to sign it, which I hate how my signature looks, but after you've done that, you're all set, and go ahead and hit save, and you have completed your amendment for that student.